Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about manifesting physical appearance, but I am going to cater this one using specific examples of my journey with my own skin and confidence around my appearance. So, as always, I will be sharing my very personal, vulnerable experiences in the hopes that something I have learned from myself and my existence and my life will help you. So, I had this major revelation today. I think it was today. Yeah, just today. Look at me, same day video. Woo. Okay, so I have been struggling with my skin for several years now. And if I go back to the time that my skin issues emerged, it was it was the time that I really started taking accountability for myself and actually looking at my issues at a deeper level. And if you've been into manifestation for a while, you know that coaches and just everyone will refer to those times where once you start working at something, it's kind of like you have started pulling on a thread and now everything is coming up to the surface. And to just further expand upon that, I think it's like everything seems fine because everything was fine given your set standards, and then once you decide that you want to upgrade that or take a look at it deeper, that's where you start like ripping up the foundation. You start really seeing what's going on, and then as you're acknowledging and observing these things about yourself, they're now manifesting in ways that are more obvious to you, I guess. But also I think that they manifest in ways that are going to help you more. So that's why maybe they're a little bit more obvious, because if you've decided that you want to look at something, well, guess what? You're going to look at it. Now, of course, your higher self can always step in and, have you look at something, whether it's a conscious thing or not. But these are my thoughts on why mine started when it did, because it was weird that it just seemed out of the blue. But looking back, I can understand why it happened at the time that it did. Now, for me personally, my skin has been tied to my hormonal health, which was tied to my overall health, because what I learned in my experience with this and studies is that your hormones rule your entire body, your mood, your brain chemistry, your immune system, everything. So that's a whole other can of worms right there. But this has been like a journey for me. But very specifically, what I realized today was that in my recent balance, juggling act, learning to balance, it hasn't been a struggle lately, but it's like I keep missing little things. Like I've been working on, my health as it pertains to my hormones and my skin for a while now, and pretty seriously for the past 2 years. And it's like I'm always dropping the ball somewhere. Like I'll discover the vitamin that I need, that I'm deficient in, and that's going to help even everything out. And for whatever reason, then, nothing's really getting better, and I'm wondering why. And I discover that I was totally out of one of the other vitamins that I needed, and I haven't been taking it for 6 months. And so then I'll order that one, and it's just like a rinse and repeat. I'm always missing something, or I've stopped taking something, and it's just like, what? I'm not even thinking about it. It's just happening. And so, interestingly enough, as I have been really focusing on my self-concept over the past few months, I have been throwing in affirmations around my physical appearance, because it's honestly just been something that I have tried to be as neutral as possible about. And so I wasn't actively making progress to heal it. So just the past week or so, and I have actually a whole page. Oh, I can't pick up my notebook right now. It's holding something together. But I have a whole page written in my notebook of what they call the self-concept rampage, where you're just like, I am loved, I am enough, I am special, I am funny, everyone loves me, everything's always working out for me, stuff like that. And I think in my other video about balancing affirmations when you're manifesting a specific person, I talk more about how I balance my Rampage page of self-concept with little bits for my affirmation or for my manifestations in there. But anyway, moving on, I've been affirming, confidence in myself. And wouldn't you know it, today I was sharing something with a friend and I was taking selfies, and for the first time in forever, without a filter, I felt confident. And I have seen the progress that I have made in, my skin's overall health. And I was just like, wow, what is this weird breakthrough? And I had this moment while staring at myself in the mirror where I realized that I've been putting off, there's like 5 minutes in, I'm finally telling you, I have been putting off affirming, that I feel beautiful and that I feel attractive in a way that acknowledges my skin issues that I've been having, because I felt that my skin issues made me not as beautiful. So I wasn't affirming for it. I hope I'm explaining this right. But what I realized was the very things that I thought made me not beautiful or not as deserving were not just inherent things. They were coming from my perception of myself. So these things that I thought were stopping me from, feeling beautiful were not stopping me from feeling beautiful. They were a result of me refusing to feel beautiful. Because some of my friends have told me this when I tell them that they should have more confidence in their overall appearance, and maybe they're struggling with some of the same skin issues I've had. I give them my advice and I tell them that they need to do these affirmations, and I haven't been doing them myself because, all in good time. And one of my friends one time told me well, yeah, but why would I affirm that I am beautiful when I'm not? And I said, look, first of all, I'm going to pretend that you didn't say that as your friend, because you're wrong. You are beautiful, right? But just take this analogy, or just roll with me for a minute. Who cares? Who cares? Go to an art museum. Do you like every single painting that's hanging in there? Do you like all the sculptures? Do you like all the artifacts that are in there? Do you think some of them are very interesting choices, and who could ever find that appealing? There is someone in that room with you that loves that piece. And your favorite piece is hideous to somebody else. People love what they love, and people find joy and they find enjoyment aesthetically through so many different things. Who cares if you don't think you're beautiful? Why don't you manifest it that other people think you're beautiful? And I only say who cares because typically when we feel that low about ourselves, we already don't care about ourselves, right? We don't care about ourselves like that. So I'm not going to tell you to start caring when that level of care isn't there. Why don't you just try it? Because objectively, you can make other people think that you're beautiful even if you don't think that. But what I'm really doing is telling you to affirm in a way that's going to actually make you truly feel beautiful, because of course you should. And of course, if you do, then other people will. But anyway, that's my rant on that. But yeah, I think I'm going to keep this one a short video, just go a little bit more. Because like I said, I kept dropping the ball on the things I was trying to accomplish with my skin and with my overall health that was creating these external issues. And, as I've been affirming for this past week or so, or even just over these few months, my mom bought me stuff for Christmas that just happened to be exactly what I needed. A friend said, hey, you should try out one of those facial stone tools. You should try this out. And I didn't, and then all of a sudden it randomly popped up on my YouTube, and I decided to try it, and it's helped my sinuses. It's helped so much. I think everyone should do it. the gua sha. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But those tools are amazing. Anyway, and then also I had been affirming that I wanted to resurface, from like scarring on my skin. And one of my friends was just like, hey, I have all these beauty products or skincare products sitting under my sink and I'm never going to use them. Like, I think I bought the wrong thing for my skin type. Do you want to see if you can use any of them? And so I took them from her, and wouldn't you know it, it's like a entire routine for resurfacing your skin. And for every single issue I had, I didn't even know that these things were a solution for that. I looked up each individual thing. It's by The Ordinary, by the way. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just highly recommend those products. But yeah, like, once you start affirming for the core issue, you're going to start taking the inspired actions that are going to fill in those missing pieces. Guess what? I have a full vitamin regimen now. I have all the vitamins I need. I have all the tools I need physically, and I have all of the skincare products that I need. They all came to me because I actually started affirming that I felt beautiful despite the things that were going on with my skin. I'm being very careful about how I word it because, I don't know, issues just seems kind of harsh, especially when you're working on loving yourself more and not being judgmental, because it's just a symptom of what's going on with you. And so I don't want to really call them issues too much. But yeah, how fascinating. I mean, it makes sense objectively, right? But still, as I was looking in the mirror today under awful incandescent, is that the like blue tinted one? Awful incandescent bathroom lighting, I realized that the reason that I was putting off feeling beautiful was the symptom and not the root cause. I feel like I don't know. I hope I explained that right. It like kind of twists my brain around to think of it, because it just like, once I start to look at it, it like loops. And I think it does. It becomes like these cycles for us, We just get caught up in wherever we're at and we forget how it even started. Yeah, it can be difficult. But that's why affirming works, like I said, I've been going in this loop of never quite enough, and then I started affirming that no matter what, this is the way I feel about my physical appearance, that I'm beautiful no matter what's going on. And lo and behold, suddenly I have it all under control. And I think that's just so amazing that our brains are so capable. It has known all along what I needed. Sure, my friend got me those products, and my other friend gave me the tool, but that stuff was there. I could have taken inspired action. I could have figured it out myself. The vitamin thing is all me. My brain suddenly knew that I was missing one of my vitamins, Which, by the way, if you're struggling with hormonal acne or just hormonal issues in general, just like Google top vitamins for hormonal health, and honestly, I just recommend like trying all of them for a few weeks. I mean, always consult. I'm not a healthcare professional, so you should always make sure that anything that you're taking or adding to your diet and regimen is advised for you. But I mean that you should consider all of those things. Yeah. So that is my aha moment for the day. So if you have anything, actually, I'm going to throw in a little bit, because I know I've been focused on skin, but this goes for your overall body as well. I have been in a lot of recovery of my health over the past 2 years because of I had a health crisis, and I haven't been able to have a very stable workout routine. And while I've lost some muscle mass, it's nothing crazy, but there are areas of my body that I wanted to see the way that they used to be again. And it's been honestly upsetting at times to see, where I'm at, because I based a lot of myself in the way that I looked and the physique of my body. And, you get it. You have a human body, and you have, your own ideas of yourself. So anyway, I started affirming that I was going to, find a way, or I just started affirming that this, muscle group was strengthened again and looking the way I wanted it. And I'm not even really working out. And all of a sudden I noticed in the mirror that it's starting to return to its former glory. And I was just so excited. And I think it's just little things I'm doing here and there. And it's like my brain is just guiding me to do these activities that are just very everyday things, but slowly building up my muscles in the way that I want. And I just think our brains are so amazing. They know what we should be doing. And it really is based on the way that we feel about ourselves. Our brain reacts to that. Our subconscious reacts to that. And it knows what action you can start taking today. So, okay, gonna really end the rant there. But yeah, if you have anything that you're trying to work on with your physical appearance, I've even corrected, of course, now as I say that, I'm gonna check. No, yeah, my top lip used to be like super crooked. I've corrected that through visualization and affirmations, and I've seen online other people that have done, things that, look, just affirm for whatever it is you want and watch it come to be. Watch it come to be. There is so much that we think we know that we don't know about our bodies. And when we start affirming, we can learn the amazing ways in which they work and function and can be healed and can be strengthened. So if you have not affirmed ever for something to do with your physical body, whether it's health or just appearance, I suggest you try one of each. Because you can do it. You can do anything. And I think we always think of like, these tangible objects, but we're also tangible beings. And yeah, it's really amazing what things can happen. And, even if you're like, oh, well, the thing that I want, like, it's going to take forever, you know what? Just affirm for it anyway, because you never know. Like, I forget about quantum shifting, but you could just have like exponential hair growth because you're quantum shifting. I've seen people claim to do it, and honestly, I feel like I've probably done it myself, and I'm kind of trying to do it too. So we can be on that journey together, but I'm going to wrap this up here. Way longer than I thought it would be, but if you guys want me to get specific about anything, or, I'll try. Like I said, I am just kind of dipping my toe in the water of affirming for physical features or physical things. And yeah, but I love chatting with you guys. I love your comments. You guys are so sweet all the time. I hold them near and dear to my heart. I love absolutely everything that everyone says to me ever. And yeah, I hope that you're doing well. I hope this video finds you well. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video.